shit, we're already live, dude. We didn't do the intro and all that stuff.
Oh no. You welcome everybody in, then we'll do all that shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
We got to script this out someday. Like
we're just making shit up. I was outside smoking and I was like, oh shit, I gotta hurry up because the song was ending. What's up, Sam Keith? What's up, Jimmy? Lori, Jess, ahoy, Jess, and Axe Nacho. We have Neighbor Girl here.
Hey,
we have Cindy.
You guys, please share this thing out because we legitimately are trying to do good things here. We are trying to do good with this thing. So please share it out.
Dude, we have so many things we have to delete. Where's all the stuff? Because the next one is changed.
It's good. We got everybody's favorite video. We got the intro. We've already skipped past the everybody's favorite video because we're here.
Where is Jimmy? Where's the rest of the stuff, dude?
You want me to rock it?
Do it.
Okay. All right. Y'all, this is Drunk Philosophers.
Where's the Drunk Philosophers intro?
Okay, hold on. We welcome you guys. We love you guys. And let's fucking do this.
Alcohol has long been a source of inspiration for mankind. Every now and then we have a little drink, maybe a couple of drinks. Then confusion sets in. What's happening to us? We start pondering our existence. We start thinking about life, the universe. We get confused. Then at that magical moment when we've had just enough, we become enlightened. We become drunk philosophers, the smartest beings in the entire universe, where all the greatest ideas come from. Sometimes the greatest ideas in the world are thought up on a drunken night. Welcome to Drunk Philosophers.
Now that you've messed with Phil Moore a little bit, you realize how horrible I put together that shit. Like I was so drunk.
I liked it, dude. I liked it. Jimmy, can you tell us what Drunk Philosophers is about, dude?
Drunk Philosophers, Travis and I one night, and much like me and Phil, me and most people, we're on opposite sides of a lot of topics, but it in no way, shape, or form means that we cannot be friends, that we cannot try to understand why somebody else feels the way they feel. That's what Drunk Philosophers is. Not trying to change anybody's mind. I would never try to change your mind. I would feel like an asshole if I was up here changing your mind. We just want to understand each other's opinions or their reasoning. And the thing is Travis and I, we were in a very, very, like, the topic we were talking about was way darker than anything we could put on Drunk Philosophers. And we were fucking going at it. And then we just looked at each other. And this is kind of how we become BFFs, right? We were just like,
here's the question I have, Jimmy. How do we have 11 viewers here? We had 18 viewers on your channel. Where the fuck are these people at, man?
Hey, don't worry about it, man. These 11 people that are here.
I'm just wondering.
It's
get the thumbs up. Let's share this out. Let's get it out to people.
Yeah, share it out. We are legitimately trying to do good things. Look, 12 already. Yeah. It's okay, man. It's okay.
No, everything's good. I was just wondering. I'm like, we had 18 people on the pre-party, and I know this is a new channel.
It is. That's why I asked for people to share this out, because this is a new channel. A lot of people are not getting notifications. All of Travis's Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic Live, the stuff that he doesn't want to tie to Devin, his daughter. All that stuff is going to be on Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic Live.
That's right. So a lot of people, some of the stuff that we do on after parties and stuff like that, like, It is not appropriate for my daughter, so I try
No,
to separate.
even all the lives that we've done, you have took most of those down out of
I took
respect
all
for
of them
your
down.
daughter.
There is no live on my other channel at all.
So
Even my Top Gun Maverick review is live. It was not there anymore.
So Travis started Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic as his daughter Devin's channel, and they do all kinds of awesome reviews and stuff. But a lot of the lives that we have done, they're not really
They're
appropriate
gone.
for Devin to
They're
even
gone.
be mentioned in. Because hey, we love Devin. We almost threw her in the back of the truck and took her home with us. You know,
You
when
can't
we
have
left.
her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's my Magnum monkey. You can't have her.
She is awesome. But Drunk Philosophers was kind of the epitome of what Travis and I want to do. It is not about changing anybody's mind. It is just about understanding why other people think the way they think. That's all we're trying to do.
And by the way, this is the greatest show ever. So if you're not sharing this out, you need to share this out, because here's the thing. Here's the thing when it comes to Drunk Philosophers. We're going to heal the world, dude. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. This topic tonight was brought to us by the wonderful lady Amber Lander, and I just now realized, like, her name rhymes. Amber Lander.
It rhymes, right? She hates it. She hates it.
Amber Lander. Amber is a real person, and she is a very, very fucking cool person. Travis, I kind of fell in love with Amber right off the bat. Like,
don't fall in love with her. Just love her.
No. I was like, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, she is Amber because she is the Groovy's Lava Squirrel Medic's wife. She is a very awesome person. She actually came up with this topic. And are you ready?
Yeah, hit it, dude.
Let's do it.
God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs.
Life will not be contained. Life breaks free, it expands to new territories, and it crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously, but, well, there it is.
There it is.
You're implying that a group composed entirely of female animals will breed?
No, I'm simply saying that life, finds a way.
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
That is one big pile of shit.
That is one big pile of shit, man.
That is one big pile of shit.
It's kind of what we do.
Yeah. So, Jimmy, I was sitting at dinner last night, and if people think this is well rehearsed and all that stuff, it is not true, because I was sitting at dinner last night.
Yeah.
And
I was already very drunk when he started messaging me.
My wife said this would be a good topic. And I had this whole topic in my head, and Jimmy was intoxicated
a little bit.
And,
yeah,
I messaged Jimmy. Well, I tried to call Jimmy. He didn't answer.
No, you have a hard time getting a hold of me on Facebook Live now, or whatever that is, Messenger. Like,
that's true.
Yeah,
but all I messaged was Jimmy. I was like, I have an idea for Drunk Philosophers. Remember Jurassic Park?
And I was like, fuck you and that Jeff Goldblum bullshit. And he's like, oh, it's Amber's. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do it.
And then as I was driving home, Jimmy called me and I was like, dude, here's the idea. It's not that we should, that we could. It's a matter of should we?
Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with medical? Do you want to start with like fucking social media? Where do you want to start with this?
I I think you should choose where we start, Jimmy, because I'm enlightened, dude.
So,
I'm good to go.
I know we're going to get into the medical aspect, the scientific medical aspect of this, but I kind of want to start with the social media aspect of this. I want you to think about how much of ourselves we sell out to Facebook, to Instagram, to YouTube, to TikTok. How much of a piece of ourselves do we sell out to these super and let's not be shy about this. They are just marketing. They're just fucking advertising agencies. We sell so much of ourselves to them just to be entertained, just so that we can kill a fucking afternoon on our phone. Should we do that? Is it worth it, Travis?
See, here's the thing. Facebook, this is where we get into like YouTube. We have all that stuff. Algorithms, right?
Mm-hmm.
They read what we watch, what we view, what we
and they listen to what you talk about. They do.
And they do. They listen. I've had many a time where I've been on Facebook and I've talked about, hey, I need to look at this sort of thing, and all of a sudden ads pop up.
Yeah. It's all about advertising. Advertising is fucking evil.
And the thing is, we have this I'm enlightened, so I'm going to the Mountain Dew. The thing is, we have this whole aspect of who we are as an individual, right? I'm an individual. Jimmy, you are an individual. Marcel's an individual. My wife's an individual. Devin is an individual. Thank God she doesn't have a Facebook account yet. But what I'm saying is, everything that we talk about, everything that we do, it boils down to the algorithm. What I do on YouTube, what videos I make. Now we make whatever videos we want.
Yeah.
But when I make a video, if you don't think I use TubeBuddy and all that stuff to fucking find keywords and stuff for people to search and all that stuff, you are sadly mistaken, my friend.
TubeBuddy is fucking awesome.
I want to make sure that my content is acceptable to other people. I look for what is searched, what is all that stuff. I think that we give so much information out there just based off what we search.
Well, it's based off of what people are looking for. So you got to understand the stuff that is presented to you is presented to you on purpose. It's not an accident. Yeah.
And I don't want to get weird, but let's just make it weird. Are you ready? Let's go weird right off the bat.
This I promise you, Groovy. This will be my last because I'm not quite there. Let me do this.
Oh God damn it! Hold on. Don't fucking take a drink without me, you son of a bitch. No, you already took one. You don't need another one. No,
I'll take one more little one.
Cheers.
I'm done.
The rest of the night, we're drinking Mountain Dew, my friends.
Yes, we are. Okay, finish that thought, brother.
What I'm saying is, they are able to do what you do, and as I said, let's get weird.
Man. Let's talk about social media. Let's get fucking weird.
I'm not even talking about social media. Let me enlighten you on something.
Just your whole life. The shit that's put in front of your eyes.
Not even that, dude. I'm talking about porn. All right.
Oh my God. Pornhub cut me off. They're like, no, you're too fucking
I'm not
weird.
even talking about Pornhub. I'm talking about, by the way, the greatest sites, xnxx.com and then xvideos.com.
Well, send me those links later because
I will.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, on these sites, you will search certain things, right? And you don't even have to sign in. You don't have to create an account. Oh, hi, Marcel. You don't have to create an account.
Like, the kids are coming over. I'm gonna shut the door.
But you don't even have to create an account. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You just have to search for certain things. And this is where I realized that the algorithm is everything. The algorithm is everything because I will go to xnxx.com. I will go to Pornhub. I will go to X videos, whatever.
And we're going right into porn. Holy shit.
I mean, that's what we're doing, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Could you imagine if we had this shit when we were like 11 years old? Oh my god.
Oh god, I would never be married, dude.
Like my forearms would be. I would look like Popeye. I'd have big fucking anchor tattoos and shit on my forearm.
You do look like Popeye because you're a fucking dwarf and weird fucking arms, dude.
And what?
But what I'm saying is, why do you have a bandage on your fucking scar? Did you pick at it? Even though I told you not to, you son of a bitch.
Yes, I did. I stabbed a needle right through that motherfucker, and it got all yellow and pussy and shit. All right.
Even though I told you not to. Okay.
You did. You did. Okay. Carry on. Carry on.
What I'm saying is, I go to these sites, right? I search for certain things. Now, science, technology, and stuff that comes up. The next time I pull up that site, the next time I need to rub one out or whatever. When it pulls up, it already knows my algorithm. It knows what I search for. So the homepage populates to what I already searched for.
Man.
And here's the scary part about it. That's just Pornhub or xnxx.com or X videos. The problem is,
aren't they all the same company?
Oh, I don't know.
I believe they are.
Today's society. I mean, because people talk about today's society, like you hear about and everything in the news and all that stuff. No, I do not get a giant screen of big black cock. I do not get a big screen of big black cock. But what I'm saying is,
makes me super jealous. I can't do that one. Like
that algorithm and everything that we have. Today's society is molded by Facebook and by Twitter. Even though we know that Twitter is only like 0.5% of the population, Twitter is not real, people. Stop believing that everything that's said on Twitter is real.
Well, and Facebook too. Like, goddamn,
and Facebook is not real. Yeah, like everybody's on Facebook, but that doesn't mean that it's fucking real.
So let's agree on this one point on Facebook, Twitter, Pornhub, whatever social media. Whatever you're looking for, whatever opinion you believe in, guess what? Yeah, you're right. Somebody's going to be right there to sell you a fucking t-shirt and tell you you're the greatest fucking guy because you think this way, right?
But it took a scientist to build the algorithm. It took a scientist to make and say, hey, this is what's going on in the world today. This is what I want, and this is what's going to happen. Whether you're on the left or the right, and I'm not talking about politics. This tonight is not about politics. I'm talking about algorithms, science.
Just anything that you enjoy. Yeah.
People's personality and everything when it comes to Facebook, Twitter, and I gave the example of porn to start out because it's the same thing. And people say, oh, I don't look at porn. You're full of shit. But what I'm saying is all of these things happen, right? Yeah. There's an algorithm. There's all this stuff that goes into play. And this is science that's created these things, these algorithms, where it follows people's personalities, their algorithms of what they do in life.
You are an algorithm, my friends.
You are nothing but algorithm. Well, let's talk about YouTube. If you have found this stream, this channel,
you're an algorithm.
You are an algorithm. Unless it was somebody that if you had just loaded up YouTube and you never knew anything about YouTube and somebody said, hey, you should watch this show, that's different than algorithm. But the fact of the matter is what you have watched, what you have seen, and what you want to see and what you have viewed in the past depends on if you have seen this video right here, right now.
YouTube has YouTube has spent billions of dollars perfecting their algorithm, make sure that the content that you want to see, the opinions you want to hear are put in front of your face. And it's sad in a way. It really is sad in a way. because it becomes a giant fucking echo chamber. So Travis, all of us, we all think we're right about everything because
What's
of
up,
course
Nacho?
every when we log on the computer, everything's fucking catered to us, right?
It's catered to us, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, science and algorithms and stuff like that.
What's up,
And
Nacho?
this is just the baseline. This is what we're getting into tonight. But I'm saying the baseline. What Jimmy sees on Facebook, besides my awesome fucking memes, and if you don't follow Bob Socrates on Facebook, you're gonna get
Most of
awesome
Travis's
fucking
memes I see off of Amber's fucking Facebook. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because she steals that shit. But what I'm saying is, what Jimmy sees and what I see are two completely things on Facebook.
We legitimately brought that shit up one night. We did an experiment, and it's two different fucking worlds based on how they can sell us a t-shirt.
That's true. So here's the thing. If you're on Facebook, congratulations, follow Bob Socrates. He is a great fucking meme lord. The fact of the matter is all I do on Facebook, and I don't post any personal stuff really. I may post a couple of pictures besides me and Devin like eating out at dinner or something like that, or like we were at Chewy's the other day. I posted a picture of that. But besides that, I post memes all day. But I'm saying if you follow certain things and you follow certain pages and all that stuff, you're gonna get a certain product out of Facebook. And I'm telling you right now, what me and Jimmy follow, besides the memes, because they're fucking hilarious.
Well,
Jimmy,
we kind of follow
would you
the
agree?
same meme.
Would you agree that my memes are hilarious?
Your memes make me feel like a bad person, but I laugh my ass off.
You laugh your ass off. So don't worry about being a bad person because my memes are fucking horrible. My memes are fucking horrible. Look at Bob Socrates. Find the memes. I'm telling you, I will post stuff that you're like, we should.
Hey, Travis. The average vagina is only vagina. Did I say that right? The average vagina is what, 5 inches deep? Is that what?
Then why does yours smell like a foot?
I was like, you motherfucker! I was laughing my ass off.
But all those things that's types of me that I push. But I'm saying, besides memes, like the knowledge that you get from social media, Twitter, Facebook, and all that stuff, it's all based off an algorithm. You can follow certain pages, you can follow certain sites and all that stuff. And I don't give a fuck. If I think your meme is funny, I will steal the fuck out of your meme. I don't give a fuck.
Twisted Art Lady, I love all the memes that you steal. That shit is funny.
But
look, funny is funny.
Social media.
Yeah, funny is funny. Entertaining is entertaining. But all I've ever wanted anybody to understand is that social media caters to you. It is an echo chamber. Whatever you're looking to be validated in, your opinions will be validated. They will sell that shit right to you and keep you coming back for more and more and more. That doesn't mean that I'm right, Travis is right, Phil's right, Twisted Art Lady's right. That doesn't mean any of that. That just means that they are 100%. They spent billions of dollars. Yeah. They spent billions of dollars making sure that you will come back to feel good. That, oh yeah, look at all these fucking millions of people that believe the same way I believe. Go ahead, Travis.
Can we just say one thing? Funny is funny.
It
left
is.
or right. Y'all have seen me. I have posted memes of the right and left. I have posted memes about some of the most inappropriate shit ever. I'm talking about the most deprived sex acts and all that stuff.
We'll keep them going because I got to pee bad.
I'm just saying, funny is funny. Here's the thing. When we talk about science, we talk about these things that we could do and what we should do. The fact of the matter is, science, there's numbers. There's everything that plays into it. I don't care if you're a leftist or a rightist. I don't care if you are depraved or the godly saint. I have had some people that are left and right, up and down. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, I post funny fucking shit. Comedy ascends all of these other things. So if you can't laugh at yourself, whether you're left or right, some of the stuff is funny. Some of the stuff is fucked up. The fact of the matter is, you have to laugh at yourself. All of these things that we do in today's world, it is completely separated. There's a divide. And this is exactly what Drunk Philosophers was about. This divide, what we are trying to do is where that separation is, we're trying to bring them together because we have a completely different understanding of how the world is and how the world should be. But I'm telling you right now, you need to see what we have. And guess what? When it is stuff about you, I've even posted memes about this. I've said, even memes that are about myself, I fucking laugh because it's stupid and it's funny.
Travis has pissed me off with his memes. Like, I've legitimately like jumped down his fucking throat for no fucking reason. I went back and looked at him like, yeah, that's fucking funny.
It's
but
a
God
fucking
damn it,
meme,
fuck,
dude. But have you seen me post memes about myself as well and all that stuff? That's all fair game.
So here's the reason, and we're let's close out the social media with this. The reason I didn't bring my GoPro, I did not take a million fucking photos and videos and shit when I was down there in Texas. It's because I did not want it to be a social media meeting. I wanted it to be a person meeting. I wanted me, you,
Personal, man.
Papa Squirrel, Marcedale, Amber, and Devin, and
by the
Jamie.
way, is Papa Squirrel not the greatest fucking dad ever?
He is.
He's a great guy.
I wanted it to be a real fucking meeting, not some social media event or anything. I wanted us to meet. That's why there's not all these pictures. That's why there's not all these fucking posts and shit about it. I wanted my family and Travis's family to fucking meet and get
we
to know
did.
it.
We met like this.
It was like two galaxies.
It's not a sexual thing. It's just we met.
We did. We did.
We have joined. We've joined forces.
Do you understand me better now as a person?
Jimmy, those multiple hours after we were done with stream and we have been outside, because let's be real. Me and my dad are pretty much on the same side. I don't say I got my ideas from my dad's side. I just got my ideas from life experiences. We have different life experiences.
Oh yeah,
right.
That was the big understanding, right?
And me and my dad and Jimmy had the greatest conversation outside, to where even though we were on completely opposite sides of the spectrum,
and y'all stood your ground, I stood my ground.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference between today's society and me, Jimmy, and my dad. We may have stood our ground, but we actually understood. We understood where the other person was coming from, and we fucking listened.
When I was speaking, you and Dave listened 100%, and when y'all was speaking, I listened 100%, because the most important thing is to understand why people feel the way they do, and that has nothing to do with right or wrong. That has everything to do with life experiences
and beliefs.
Yeah, and beliefs.
Now, to me, it is my turn to go pee because I am very enlightened.
Okay.
You need to bring us into the next fucking phase of this conversation. I'm still listening, but you have to bring us in.
All right. But let's get into the medical field. And my BFF up there is a medic. Let's get into medical stuff. Like so if they use stem cells from embryos from whatever source, but they could cure all kinds of diseases from that, should we do that? That is a deep moral question. Should we do it? Like it is perfectly achievable, but there is there's not just there's a moral cost to that. Like, is it worth it? And would it matter if it was your kids, your grandkids, your loved ones? Would that matter? How much would that weigh on this situation? And That's a hard question, man. That's a real fucking hard question. If they could save your child's life from stem cell research, from shit that we all kind of, it's a big political debate. We're not going to get into that. But
no, we are right now. We're getting into that right fucking now.
So stem cell research, is that worth it, Travis?
Okay, let's talk about what stem cell research is, though. Let's fucking describe it first. Let's not fucking go in half.
You're the medic, so tell us what stem cells are and what they do.
All right, stem cell research. First, Jimmy, where do you understand that stem cells come from?
Stem cells are the basic building block cells that all other cells are made from. Stem cells are the basic building blocks of every other cell, and they can be harvested from aborted fetuses. They can be harvested from the embryonic fluid from pregnant ladies. They can be harvested from a wide array of different places, but is it worth it? Should we do it? And if it was going to directly affect one of your family members, how would you feel about it?
All right, so you said what stem cell comes from, and we're about to get deep. We're about to get deep, dude. Just fucking understand that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, stem cell research. Abortion, anti-abortion, I don't give a flying fuck, dude. People have their own choice. I am pro-choice, but I'm also pro-life. There's a separation. Okay?
And hello, Solemn, and hello, Shernette.
What's up, Solemn and Shernette? Ahoy. But I'm saying I am pro-choice, but I'm also pro-life. I believe that there's a certain point that has to do where it's like, hey, you know what? They're fucking 18 weeks in your fucking womb. You should not abort at that point. Beyond the point. But I'm saying that's just my belief. Now,
and he tried to bring up abortion earlier. I fucking vetoed the fuck out of that. I was like, fuck no, we ain't doing this shit.
Oh, I tried to do a Roe versus Wade.
No, I was like, fuck you. I will fucking quit the whole goddamn channel. I ain't doing it. Yeah. Okay.
But what I'm saying is there are certain perspectives where abortion is whatever and whatever. That's what we're talking about. We're saying if it happens, stem cells
are available.
If stem cells are available, if there's a way to stop a certain, how should we say? If there's a way to cure a disease, if we were to say, if you know somebody's going to be born and
diabetic,
I'm not even saying diabetic. I'm saying something that is off the rails and what have. Let's say
cancer. Look, cancer.
Rickets. Let's just say rickets. Not cancer. Not doing anything like extreme. Okay. If we have stem cells, if we have science that has the ability to use other stem cells to cure somebody that is going to be born with rickets, do I believe that we should? One, if they're already there, if they're already available, I believe that we should use stem cells. But here's the crazy thing. This is where we're getting into like cloning and all that different thing, like cloning stem cells and stuff like that.
Oh, well, let's save cloning for the next topic, and I want you to kick that one off.
Okay.
We could clone right now. We could. So that's the next topic.
What I'm saying, there are certain DNA, or RNA fucking strands that can cure certain diseases, that can do all this stuff.
Yeah.
If they're already present to us, I completely believe that we should, as a right to human life, and people are going to be pissed because majority of the time I'm pro-life.
Well, and it goes back to the social media thing. Like everybody that you associate with, other than me, like on social media, you're gonna get that echo chamber. Like, yeah, you're a fucking champion. You're
this
fucking,
is true.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I'm also pro-choice. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I'm not either. I am pro-choice up till the point of let's say 8 weeks.
Hold on. Oh, you went mute, man. You lost your shit. Hold on. Yeah, you unplugged your snowball. Not yet. Not yet. Almost. Nope. Still no. Nope.
Am I unmuted now?
Now you're good. You're good.
Okay.
All right. You said 8 weeks was the last thing you said.
8 weeks is where I draw the line. At 8 weeks, you already know at that point that you are pregnant or not. We're not going into Roe versus Wade. We're not going into all this stuff. I'm saying 8 weeks. If you have not got a period in 2 months and you know that you're fucking pregnant, if you don't know that you're pregnant at that point, that means you're being fucking horrible as a human being, and you should know that by that point. But at 8 weeks, I'm drawing the line. But if at that point we're able to get abortion stuff where you're able to have stem cells and all that stuff, and you're able to cure certain diseases, if we have it available, I have no problem with using what is available. What I have a problem with is if we have and Jimmy, I'm sorry. I know you didn't want to go into this topic.
I didn't, but I'm going to listen. I'm
saying if we have somebody that is 36 weeks or 38 weeks, at that point, I have a problem. I have a problem with using stem cells from those people because those, as I said, are people. Period.
What about stem cells from umbilical cords? What do you feel about those?
Well, those don't kill a human life. I 100%. 100%. I believe human life starts at when they start to form fucking breath and heartbeat and all that stuff, and they develop all these things. Whether it's Plan B and all that stuff, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to get into fucking abortion and all that stuff, but I'm saying once it becomes a human life, I believe human life starts at where it's development of an individual. Hair, fingerprints, brain cells, follicles have the ability to think. Period. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go any farther into it. But
I respect that, and I'm not going to say any more else about abortion or Roe versus Wade. Let's talk about just the stem cells.
But I'm saying stem cells, if we have the ability, if I have the ability as a medic, as a medical professional and stuff like that, if I have the ability to cure a disease or a physical ailment,
like if I came to Travis and my dick was broke off, but he could fix it with stem cells, would you fix it?
In a heartbeat. Because the stem cells have already been harvested and stuff. Here's the problem. People think about stem cells, they think about abortion, they think about all that stuff. Stem cells don't necessarily have to come from abortion. There are people that donate their umbilical cord.
You have stem cells in you right now. You have stem cells in your adult body right now. They can be.
I'm going to tell you right now, my daughter's teeth. Did you hear me? Oh, the TV's off, so she might be upstairs already. My daughter's teeth, when she lost her teeth, I have every single one of her baby teeth that she's lost. I didn't throw them away. I didn't do all this stuff. Why? Because they can actually clone cells and stuff. Even if they're up in a fucking shelf in a Ziploc bag, they can clone those cells. And when she gets later in life, we have the science, we have the technology. They can actually cure diseases and stuff from that based off her own stem cells.
So kind of perfect segue into cloning. Cloning is very much a real thing, and it could happen with human beings right now. Cloning, my brother, it's very much viable. It's a real fucking thing that could happen right now. Should we clone people?
Now, we're talking about people. We're not talking about Jurassic Park. We're not talking
about dinosaurs. We're not talking about
can we start with dinosaurs and stuff first before we get to people?
No, because the moral, ethical dilemma is not dinosaurs. It's not fucking sheep. It's people. When you start talking about cloning, the dilemma is about people. Should there be a clone of me? Should there be a clone of you? Should there be a clone of your daughter, my daughter? Should there be a clone out there? It's perfectly viable to do right now. They could clone any of us. Should they? And think about this. Like, so we start cloning people for this whole purpose of harvesting organs from those clones.
Okay. I'm gonna bring it to a dark perspective really quick. Okay. We're not staying in the dark. But let me bring it to a dark perspective.
Yeah. Neighbor girl says fucking no, like straight up no, and I respect.
There's a lot of people that say no. There's a lot of people that say yes, and I'm gonna bring it to this perspective. And I'm not talking about Pet Cemetery stuff here. I am saying, by the way, if you have not liked or shared this out to bring people into this new channel, fuck you. Do it.
Love you too, baby.
But let's just bring it to a dark perspective real quick. And this is stuff that racks my brain. Let's say Devin, for some reason, an illness, and she gets sick and she dies.
So okay. Well, let's just say she's dying. Her organs are failing.
No, I'm not even saying dying. I'm just saying she dies. And I said I'm bringing it dark.
Okay. Oh, damn, that is dark, dude. Like,
if I have the opportunity to take her stem cells or the cells from her body, and I am able to, because here's the thing: if you make a perfect clone and you grow her in a vat and stuff like that, and she is the same age, she's not going to be the same person. Would you agree?
Yeah, consciousness and the biology.
I believe consciousness holds a huge key.
So
if they were to take my daughter's cell and inject it into an egg and my wife, and we were able to have another baby, would it grow up? It would not be the same person. I don't believe clones would ever be the same person.
Yeah, clones are a weird topic, man.
Because what makes a person is their life experience. If Devin was not in the 3rd grade and got beat up by a fucking kid in 3rd grade, where she said, I want to start taking karate and taekwondo and stuff, she would not be the same person she was as a fucking 12-year-old that comes up in July. She wouldn't be a 12-year-old with that same experience. The experience is what makes it who it is. You can make somebody that looks the exact same.
With the exact
but
same
you will
organ,
never,
yeah.
You by DNA, they would be the exact same person by today's society. But you would never, ever be able to have somebody that has the same personality, same experiences, because that is a life experience. I am the person I am today because of what I've lived through. You are the person you are today because of who you lived through. Just because you clone somebody does not make the same fucking person.
So live experiences are the key to that. Much like I said, Star Trek 4, if there was some magical being that came down and said, Travis, I can take all of your pain away, would you let him?
I wouldn't want it.
Because you wouldn't be the same person. You would not be the same person.
See, here's the thing.
Pain's not a bad thing. Pain is not a bad thing.
Pain is what makes us the person we are today. I'm telling you right now, you bring the same exact situation to me and Jimmy.
Yeah.
We have both experienced pain in our life. Would you agree?
Oh yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. We have
some horrible fucking experience.
We have cried together many nights off stream with each other.
I'm telling you, Jimmy was here and he saw me and my dad and Jimmy. I cried my fucking ass off, and I fucking got fucking.
I reached out to Travis last night because I fell into a dark pit of just bullshit, and pain is real. Pain is the water that makes us grow.
Would you be the same person you are today if you had the same exact cells? If you had the same exact cells and not metachlorians because that's the force, but mitochondria and all that
I've
stuff.
got a lot of midichlorians, man.
No, you don't. You are full of shit. You are force rejected.
Qui-Gon Jinn would be like, "Holy fuck, this guy's going to be a Sith Lord. Kill him now."
But what I'm saying is, would you be, if you did not experience the pain you had in life, your life experiences, and somebody cloned you to who you are today, had the exact same genetic code as you, would you be the same person?
No, and let me tell you this: an exact genetic to the DNA clone of me that had not had my pain would be a fucking complete jerkwad. I would
dude.
fucking
You'd be
hate
a fucking
that
pussy.
I would hate that motherfucker. Our pain, like we all go through a lot of pain in life. The thing that makes you grow through life, the water that makes us flower in life, is our pain. That is our pain, more than our joy, more than our pleasure. Our pain is what drives who we are. It is also what drives a lot of our views on shit, like our pain, our personal fucking pain, the shit that we have
I'm
gone
gonna give a perfect example of Twisted. She said, even physical pain, as much as it sucks, it's not entirely a bad thing. It's an alarm system to let you know something is wrong. Now, Jimmy, if you were cloned, if you were cloned, you may have you may have the same DNA, RNA, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you never learned as a kid. Your clone has never learned as a kid to not touch the stove.
Yeah, and they've never learned don't talk that kind of shit because this person will beat your ass. Yeah,
You'll get your ass
you're
beat, right?
gonna fucking get your ass kicked. I've had my ass kicked a lot in my life, folks. Like I have had my ass kicked a lot in my life, and every one of those ass kickings has made me who I am right now.
Let's look at this. Shernette says, I believe experiences, ahoy Shernette, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I believe experiences will change and define a person no matter how exact we are. Jimmy, we could have the same DNA, same RNA. They could age us to where we are today. But Jimmy, your DNA did not say whether you would have skin cancer and all that stuff. That was life. That was all the things outside. Your clone would not have the scar you have today, which, by the way, is a sexy fucking scar. It's a sexy fucking scar.
Is it? I wish I could have got 3 of them though. I want that tiger fucking claw shit.
I think that scar is a sexy fucking scar. But I'm saying
you saw it in person. Yeah.
You will not have the same life experiences. You will not go through the same things. Here is my problem. Like, this is where I said Jurassic Park has a flaw. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Park, which is all this was based off of, was we have the technology. We can, but should we? We are to, let's say we were to resurrect, and I'm going to use the Jeff Goldblum pronunciation. Are you good with that? If we are to reproduce and duplicate dinosaurs, the problem is those dinosaurs will not have the same experience that the dinosaurs had when they were living.
No, those dinosaurs in the Jurassic period were very much a product of their life, their experience, their environment in the world at that time. They would be complete fucking pussies compared to the dinosaurs, today. Like,
but I see in today's society, I don't think the dinosaurs would be pussies.
What do you think they would be?
I think the new Jurassic Park, which I am going to go see in theater, and I'm going to review.
It's got like all of them.
I'm going to go review. We're going to do a live review on this channel, Groovy Lava Squirrel Live. But I'm going to go see it with Devin, and me and Devin are going to review it.
Ooh.
But what I'm saying is, the dinosaurs today, they didn't have the predators they had back then. So if you think the T-Rex, the Allosaurus, the raptor and stuff are scared of humans, they would never be scared of humans.
Even the composition of the atmosphere is different now. There's way less oxygen now than there was back then.
But
it's an environmental.
If we were to reintegrate dinosaurs into today's society, I don't think they would be as scared of humans as you think they would. I think they would be like deer. I think they
What
would be like bears in the wild. I think a
what do you think?
Tyrannosaurus would not be scared
Yeah.
of fucking civilization. I think they would eat them because they think they were fucking prime, easy prey.
So the dinosaurs, the dominant fucking
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs,
Make it right.
they were the dominant fucking creatures of this planet for millions and millions of years before we ever even come along. And then they got wiped out by a meteor.
Holy shit, we're at 17 people, by the way. Share it
Hell
out.
yeah.
Like it. Let's
So
go.
the dinosaurs got wiped out, and then we came along, and in just a few 100,000 years, here we are on fucking like dinosaurs didn't have Twitter and Facebook and shit like that.
Now, I don't know that. I don't know that.
What's going to be the next thing? You know, like what's going to be the next fucking like I think the next evolution
I think
after
they're
we're
gonna
wiped out.
transcend, dude. I think it's more amoeba floating in the air, dude. I think it's going to be the consciousness. And we talked about this the other day. We talked about like if I were to die and have my brain in like a vat, would I put it in a Cymac? Would I want to live forever and stuff like that? I think that's what the future is going to, dude.
Let's get to the next topic then. Artificial intelligence and uploading your consciousness, your experiences. If you could upload your being into some kind of fucking computer algorithm, should we do that? And let me preface it with me
calling us out.
I want to.
We passed in a fraction of the time.
Yeah.
We did, but that's because we have a different type of brain. The different type of brain was for the times.
Let me just say this, that uploading our consciousness and becoming virtual beings is the only way that we will exist in this universe for a prolonged time.
Are you talking about immortality?
I am talking about if we want to be immortal, not even immortal, because eventually, trillions of years from now, the universe, all the fucking energy in the universe will dissipate and equalize. I'm saying for our longest possible longevity as beings in this universe, our only option is digital. It is fucking AI. It is uploading that shit and sending it out at the speed of light.
Now here's the thing. I look at movies and stuff and technology and stuff like The Matrix, right? The Matrix, and when you think about in the not this, I don't want to insult people's intelligence, not the small brain, but the big brain, big brain perspective of it, right?
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is they could do whatever they want in their brain, right? And that would transfer over into something else. Here's the thing. We talk about immortality. We talk about people we say that would live forever. I mean, you have fucking movies and stuff, technology and stuff that's like vampires. They live for hundreds of years, so they become rich and stuff because they learn the times.
Well, I'm just saying, like, immortality is our next question. Would you want to be immortal?
Here's the question is, Jimmy, we've had this conversation. You don't want immortality. You don't want immortality.
I do not. I do not want immortality at all.
We actually talked about this last week.
We did.
In private.
So immortality, we could do it with today's technology.
You could.
I don't want it. I don't fucking want it.
And Jimmy doesn't want it, but here's the thing. Here's where my immortality comes into play. I say I don't want it, but I also do want it. And I'm gonna say for this. Immortality. What is the purpose of immortality? What is the purpose of being present? It is the presence, right? It's being there. If we had the opportunity, if you think about like Futurama, putting your brain or your head or something in a vat and you're able to talk and still communicate and stuff like that. If my family, if my family needed me, or they were having problems letting go or something like that, would I do that for them? Absolutely. I would do that because it would bring solace to, again, we have gone from fucking RNA, DNA to our family.
Yeah, and this is the pain of a loss of a person. I do not believe that holding on to and some kind of immortal AI version of that person.
No, I'm not talking about AI. I'm not talking about AI. I'm not talking about artificial. I'm not talking about downloading.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying your brain, your
Well,
presence, who you are, can live on for eternity as
so
long as we have hope.
you're physically talking about brain in a jar, keeping it alive, keeping that
I'm talking
conscious.
like if you were able to, Jimmy. Let's look at your grandparents. What was your granny's name? Granny
Sugar Jane, yeah.
Sugar Jane. If Sugar Jane was able to still be around and talk to you, even though she wasn't there in present form, but she was able to consciously talk to you, would you want Sugar Jane to still be around?
I would do anything to have one more conversation with Sugar Jane, but I believe the loss of Sugar Jane and the indescribable value of all the conversations I had before she died have set into my brain now.
Okay. You're saying now, but when you were looking back, if Sugar Jane was ever to preserve her brain or her head, what I don't want to say head because that makes me think
Yeah,
of like
no, like
Futurama and like head injury.
a legit
But
physical.
if she was able to talk to you one last time to give that closure, would you
Yeah,
want that?
no, I
See,
wouldn't.
I completely disagree because if I was able to have one more conversation with my grandpa, Grandpa Tom, or if my grandma before she had Alzheimer's or after she had Alzheimer's stuff, if she was able to communicate with me
Alzheimer's
one more
is
time.
so fucking horrible, man.
But I'm saying if I was able to have that one more conversation, to have that closure, to have that conversation and just to say goodbye, if I was able to just fucking have that tangible moment, because we know that death in today's society and in society as it's always been, death is sudden. You never know when it's coming. You never know, like a million ways to die in the West. You die from fucking shitting yourself, okay? But you would want to fucking see your grandpappy and all that stuff back in the day just so you could say, hey, I want to pass this along to you. But I'm saying if my grandma or my grandpa were able to stick around long enough to say goodbye, to
Yeah.
pass on their wisdom of saying, because my grandma did have Alzheimer's. Like the last 2 years I knew her, she did not know who I was. She was holding a baby doll.
My
And she was
grandma
laying in,
Belle on my dad's side was the same way.
she was laying in bed. She had bed sores and stuff like that. And I felt horrible. And let's just be real. I wanted her to pass so she could be more comfortable. She was in pain. But all this stuff happened. If I was able to have her brain back, if I was able to think back to where I was at my grandma and my grandpa's house as I was growing up as a kid, and they would make my grandma would make homemade biscuits, and she
All
would
right,
make
I gotta go
food.
pee. I'm listening. I gotta go pee.
Okay. But if she was able to make food for an army and she was able to sit there and play card games with us, we played canasta, we played sequence, we played all this stuff, we played dominoes, we played all this stuff. If I was able to have that grandma back and to have that final moment, just be like, I understand that you are about to go, but if I was able to have that moment back and just say, I love you and I want you to understand how much that you have changed my life. You have changed who I am as a person in the future. We have done all this stuff. The fact of the matter is, if I was able to have that moment, as much as people say that loss and everything, it builds a character. Because I'm not going to lie, my grandmother and my grandfather, when they passed and I had to go to the funeral, it was a huge growth for me. But if I was able to have those last couple moments, if they were just able to talk to me and say, hey, I know that I love you and you were amazing and I enjoyed all these time stuff. If I was able to have that, if technology and science was able to give that to me, I'm telling you right now, I would take that in a fucking heartbeat.
My dad
Before she had
died.
Alzheimer's, before my grandfather passed away of a rapid stroke of the head, he was he was one of the greatest men. Like my dad, I believe, emulated himself after my grandpa, and I emulated after my dad and my grandpa. They were great men. If I was able to have a last moment with my grandfather and Jimmy, you promised. Stop. Get your Mountain Dew. We're at the Enlightenment. Don't do that, dude. We promised, right?
I was coming down. I was coming. All right, I'm back.
Well, we promised we're going to glide it down. Don't do that.
All right.
We promised.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
But I'm saying if I was able to have that last moment with him and actually have that understanding, if I was able to express myself and he would understand before he went over whatever you believe, the afterlife, whatever, I would take that in a heartbeat. And with that, Jimmy, I'm going to let you respond to all that stuff because now it's my turn to pee. Jimmy, do not drink any more fucking bourbon or whiskey while I'm gone.
All right. Let me slide this bottle back. Look, here's my reason why I don't want to be immortal is because I believe that like you should, this is all temporary. This is all just a temporary ride. And the only thing I want to get across to people is that this is so temporary and that you need to get that out now before you die. There was so much left unsaid between me and my dad. My dad died in 1983 when I was 11 years old. He was very much a good guy, but a very fucked up, flawed individual. If his brain was in a jar somewhere and I could talk to it and get all the answers I ever wanted, would it make me a better person? No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. I don't believe it would. When I die, and I will die, and that's the point of maturity, is that moment in your life when you realize that you are going to die. You are. Everybody you love is going to die. Everything you love will go away in the end. This is a very...
And in the end, it doesn't even matter. Sorry.
83, yes, ma'am. This is a very, very temporary ride, and this is absolutely... I don't care if you've had the worst life in human existence. If you had one moment of pleasure in your life, you have won a cosmic lottery of grand proportions that you could never fucking fathom the scope of just being able to exist and be aware of yourself and just being happy for one moment. And we are so spoiled with that shit.
We are.
We are. It's no. Do I want to live forever? Would I live forever? No. Fuck no, I wouldn't. I want to ride my
I'd be
ride.
rich as fuck if I did, though.
I'm going to ride my ride with my hands up the whole fucking way. You ever ride a roller coaster with me, Travis? I swear to you, brother, my hands will be up the whole fucking time.
I'm there with you. And we even drove by Fiesta, Texas. I was like, we can go to Fiesta, Texas, but we didn't.
I will never put my hands down on a roller coaster. I'll have a heart attack and die before I put my hands down, because I want to enjoy the fucking ride. I hate when people get blinded from the ride, when they get blinded from the reality of the situation. Like, you think of how lucky are we, brother, just to be sitting right here doing this right now. Yeah. Imagine that shit.
But Jimmy, I want to take it back to like what Neighbor Girl said and Twisted. They had dementia and Alzheimer's. I'm not saying to bring them back with dementia and Alzheimer's, but if you're able to bring their brain back to where they have function and able to actually understand who you are and all stuff, would you do it? Would you be able? Would you want to have one last conversation with people?
You would never be able to realize the reality of what goes on inside their mind. You would never realize that. You wouldn't know if it was Alzheimer's or their peak of their brain function. You wouldn't know, because the shit that happens behind my eyes Travis, as much as I love you and as dearly as we are or friends with each other, you will never understand what goes on behind my eyes, just like I won't
Now,
yours.
I think I understand because
Well,
you
it's
want to know why. You want to know why I think I understand.
Why is that?
And this is where the biggest piece of tonight's conversation comes into play. We talk about science. We talk about should we.
So if you could, if I could put some goggles on you and you could drop in here, would you?
I would, but here's the thing. I believe if you have those closest relationships, all those things, Jimmy, we have shared, and there is stuff that we have shared together that we will never share with anybody.
Yeah, I mean,
else.
we brought out the measuring tapes and shit. Like, I mean,
that is not what I'm talking about.
I'm the girth guy. He's a length guy. That's just.
But what
the way
I'm saying is, Jimmy,
right.
we have got to know each other, and we have shared more with each other than we will ever share with anybody else. Would you agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like legitly, there are certain people that I let.
I mean, it happened last night. Night.
I will let some people back here. Most people I won't. 99% of the population will never get back here. Travis is one of the people that's been back here.
But I believe that our connection, even though you may not tell me everything, I have a clear understanding of who you are and what makes you the person you are.
Let's be clear about one thing. We will never tell each other everything that's back here. None of us ever will.
Well, that's completely untrue because I will tell you everything because I'm an open book and I don't give a shit.
I will not tell you everything that's back here because that I don't. It's not even that I'm worried that you will judge me.
Jimmy, would you let me into your brain? If I had the technology to go into your brain and dig around for a while, would you let me in? Or would you be scared?
No, because I think, and this is why. It's not because I think you would judge me or anything. Because like my Pornhub search history is probably just as dark or darker than yours. I'm not worried about that.
Doubt it.
I think I wouldn't want to hurt you with the shit that's back here.
Oh shit! You have hurtful thoughts about me back there?
No, I wouldn't want to hurt you with experiencing the shit that's behind my eyes. Like I wouldn't want you to have.
But
to
if we had the technology, and Jimmy, I would say, I want to experience life. I want to learn from you. I want to let's be real. People's learning experiences comes from life experiences, the heartache and stuff. So if I were to do a Vulcan mind meld with you, like, hold on, I gotta do it like this. If I was to do a Vulcan,
it's right here, like on the
no,
neck
that's
and
that
the
that's the sleeper hold.
Oh, that's the pinch. That's the pinch.
Yeah, to do the
like
Viking
a pinch on the neck from
mold,
Mr.
you gotta be on the cheekbones, you gotta be on the temple, and you gotta be on the jug. If I was able to do that to you, and would you, and I mean this with all sincerity, if I say, Jimmy, I want to know what you've been through and I want to understand where you're going through and life itself, would you let me do the Vulcan, not the Viking? Vikings and Vulcans, very different things. Would you let me do the Vulcan mind meld on you so we could experience the same things together? Because I believe, Jimmy, if we were able to do that and transfer memories and stuff like that, I believe that we could come together as humanity. I believe we'd come together as humanity.
So Travis, and here's the short answer: no, I wouldn't let you. That is very much my existence, and no, I wouldn't even let.
I'm not saying I'm trying to intrude. I know it's your
existence. I'm saying I would not even let. I would not even let Marcia Dale do that.
But let's say world peace depending on you and me seeing eye to eye on everything, our own experiences.
Travis, if I could do that to you and experience the shit you experienced while you were deployed, would you let me do that to you?
If you were able to see the perspective.
No, feel, not see. Feel it like it would become part of me. If I was able to do that.
But see, here's the problem with today's society.
Yeah,
it's all of what you see. It's not what you feel. If you were able,
hold on,
Jimmy.
If that pain become part of me, would you let me do it? I don't think you would, because I know that you have experienced immense pain, brother. And I know that you have seen a lot of horrors of the world, and you would
But
not want to put that on me.
if it was to bring people together, if it was for, because again, life experiences, we talk about DNA, we talk about this stuff. If you were able to take your DNA today, your DNA today that retained your memories, it retained everything that you experienced, and you made a clone of yourself today, tomorrow you would be a completely different person than your clone. Would you agree?
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, you would.
You would absolutely be, because life changes based off not what you see, not what you experience, but what you feel in that moment. I'm telling you right now, I know I have felt some horrible shit, but if Jimmy, if you were to say, Travis, I want to understand where you're coming from. I want to understand why you think the way you do. I want to understand why, because again, Jimmy, some of the stuff I've seen and some of the stuff you've seen, if you were to see some of the stuff I've seen, you would probably feel differently based off what I've seen than what you have seen, correct?
Oh yeah, and
here's
vice
here's
versa.
what I'm talking about, the
Yeah.
Vulcan mind meld. If we are able to share the emotions, the feeling, and that's why I think I don't know if the human mind is able to adapt to that. That's why I see all these movies where they're like, oh, we're gonna give you all the knowledge of the world and everything. It's not about the knowledge. It's not about the knowledge. We can know everything.
It's about the feelings, man.
It's the life experiences that I had. That's how I learned it. So, Jimmy, I would love if we were able to share our emotional experiences.
Yeah.
And that's where conversations come into play. That's why this channel was created. That's why this show was created, because it's not about life experiences.
Yeah.
What we're talking about is our emotional reaction to these life experiences. That's where the come together comes from.
And emotional pain and struggles. It's not a competition. Is there nothing worse than trying to express your darkest feelings with somebody and they're competing with you? Like,
Jimmy,
oh, fuck yeah, I did that shit. Like,
Jimmy, last night
I was in a dark spot. I was in a dark place.
I'm not sharing anything.
Oh,
Jimmy was in a
I
dark
will.
spot.
I was in a dark place. Travis, who had zero business in even fucking with any of that, he picked up on it like telepathy. I don't know. He picked up on that I was in a fucking dark place and just kept messaging me until we fucking
I did. I was like, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's get on video. Let's talk.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
People think that I'm like the wise old man sitting on a hill. I'm not. I'm as fucked up as everybody else is. I have the darkest fucking thoughts, just like everybody else does. And if I don't have a friend like Travis to pull that shit out of me and talk to me, and we were laughing by the end of it, like we were laughing.
Yeah, but
that's what you gotta have. You gotta have.
We shared some dark shit last night that we both got emotional about. And it's not about the experience. That's not what it's about. It's that emotion. It's that experience. And I'm telling you, I've told Jimmy stuff last night, just last night, that I've never told anybody.
Yeah.
And vice versa. And that emotional connection, that emotional drive, how you experienced it, not just that shit happened to you, because shit happens to everybody.
Oh, shit happens to everybody. Nobody's fucking gonna win this fucking struggle game. Fuck that. Everybody's.
By the way,
Jimmy,
does my beard look nice? By the way,
it does. You goddamn testosterone
6 days.
master
6
with your
days.
shit.
6 days. This is what it looks like. I'm sorry, I distracted. I just wanted to lighten the mood a little bit before I got fucking deep.
Yeah, you're straight up Italian. I'm like fucking Cherokee and German, so I'm fucked.
Except for this gray. Do y'all see this gray right here?
I can't wait till your gray ass fucking beard comes in.
I will never dye it. I will never dye it. I'm not one of those people. But what I'm saying is, if we are able to, Jimmy, let's just take for instance.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not getting political, Jimmy. I'm just sharing an instance, okay? The 2020 election.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's say that night, the 2020 election,
And I believe we
Let's-
hung out with each other during all
You know
that
what,
shit.
Mark? Fuck you. This is not patchy. This is fucking glorious. This is 6 fucking days. Go fuck yourself. I'm just joking, Mark. I love you.
No,
But
we
I'm
do
saying-
love you, Mark.
2020 election. Let's
Yeah.
say that we're able to do the Vulcan mind meld. Okay.
All of us, the whole world, right?
No, just you and me.
Oh, just me and you. Oh, okay. All right.
Let's say that we were able to do the Vulcan mind meld and you were able to experience my emotions, my thought process and everything, and I was able to experience yours.
Yeah.
Do you think, you know what, Solemn? I can't wait till I get there because I'm gonna roll with you. We talked about this last time. I'm gonna roll with you.
Oh, me and Solomon talking about you rolling with me, dude.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna fight
fucking
dirty
wait.
as fuck. But what I'm saying is, if we're able to have this mind melding experience, and not just our thought process, but our emotions behind it,
Yeah.
I believe that me and Jimmy are going to be closer than ever, and you're going to understand why. Not just if you have an understanding of where I was thinking or what you were thinking,
Yeah.
but if we have the emotions behind it and you feel the strong emotions behind it, I believe that would be a world peace. You know what? I'm gonna take it even deeper. I don't give a fuck. Hold on, just a sec.
Oh, well,
Let-
while
hold
you're
on, hold on,
gathering,
hold on.
while you're gathering that thought, and gather your thought real quick. Do you believe that the majority of people are good or bad? The majority of this human race on this planet, do you think that they're good or bad people? The majority.
Here's the thing. This is why I'm saying this Vulcan mind meld can go into deeper thing. I believe what I believe.
I don't want you to end up pregnant, Travis. And yeah, she did end up pregnant. So.
That's not how biology works, but I might enjoy it. Just joking, Solemn, calm down. But what I'm saying is, do I believe people are good or evil? I don't believe.
What?
This is where I'm saying the emotion behind it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm about to piss somebody off, Jimmy.
Well, can you even define good or evil, Travis? In your
I'm about to define good and evil, but I'm about to piss people off. I want you to stick with me. Don't cut me off. Okay.
Okay. Let me get a drink of Mountain Dew while you're doing this. All right.
Hold on.
I'm listening. I'm listening fucking hard. Define good and evil.
Good and evil. Good and evil is up to perspective. And I'm about to bring up an example that people might get pissed off about, but I'm going to bring it up because it's a prime example that people that generally watch this channel understand. And calm down. Don't get up in arms. Just listen. I have a point. I may be intoxicated, but I do have a point, so just bear with me.
Good and evil is kind of what we're about. So,
ready?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say 9/11. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's about to get rough. 9/11. There are people that crash planes into the World Trade Center.
Killed a lot of people. They
Killed
just
a lot of
fucking
people.
brutally killed a lot of people. Yep.
Killed a lot of people. There are people of a certain belief that think that what they did was a righteous act.
And you've met a lot of those people face to face, right?
I have. They believe it was a righteous act. They believe they're doing stuff for their cause. Here is the problem. Americans see it as an evil act, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I am not saying it's evil or good. Based off my perspective of it, that is evil.
Well,
but that is based off my perception of my reality.
Of course, we see it as evil. Yes, of course we do. Of course.
Just like back in the day, about to piss people off even more, might get canceled. Here we go. Hitler at the time when Hitler was rise to power. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going out there because this is what this is about.
No,
Guess what?
You've got my attention. Hold on.
Hold on just a sec. Let me
Oh,
put
shit.
this on real quick, just so I make sure I'm safe.
I may call Travis a motherfucker again here in a minute, but I don't mean to. I still love the guy, but with all my heart. But all right, here we go.
I got my DD214 blanket on me. Okay, so I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. This means I'm impervious. Here we go.
This may define our whole relationship, man.
I'm saying Hitler. Okay.
Fucking
Hitler, the rise to Hitler's power.
shit.
There was a massive amount of people that supported Hitler. Yes.
Oh yeah. Well,
No. We're talking about nationalists that believe in taking care of Germany.
nationalism.
No. We're not saying nationalism is an evil thing, because we're going to talk about that, because we're going to get to that. Nationalism is not an evil thing.
Oh shit, dude! Like we're supposed to be talking about Jeff Goldblum, but go ahead.
I understand that, but nationalism is not an evil thing. There are people that take it to the extreme, and that makes it an evil thing. Okay, and I will get to you. I'll answer your question, Jimmy. I see your doubt. I see your doubt.
Yeah. Like my doubt is fucking going through the roof.
Stick with me.
Okay, all right.
But people that followed Hitler, right?
Yeah.
Before it became like a genocide sort of thing, they just believed in nationalism, taking care of Germany and taking care of they did not see it as anything wrong, right? Would you agree?
I think that he wooed people in with nationalism, but he had a very, very much.
I didn't say about Hitler itself. I'm talking about the people that followed him. Initially.
They didn't follow him for the concentration camps. They followed him.
Were they evil?
Nationalism.
Were they evil?
No.
They were not.
Okay. Him were not. They were sold an ideal by the man. But
okay. I'm not talking about the ideal. I'm not talking about that stuff. Their beliefs did not make them evil people. Would you agree?
Mm.
No, I'm not talking about Nazism. I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm saying when Hitler came to power, and this was Hitler's main thing. Before he came to power, before it was the anti-Jew thing and all that stuff, because guess what? Hitler, bad guy, okay?
He's we are not saying Hitler was not evil. Hitler was the most evil motherfucker that ever graced this planet. He was fucking evil. Hitler was
he's not the most evil people. There's a lot of people that are skipped over that as the most evil people, but we're not going to talk about that. But I'm saying
he was the most successful evil person that ever graced.
I believe Mao and Stalin was way worse based off body count, but that's beyond the point, and we're not going to talk about that right now. We have a different drunk philosophers for that. But I'm saying the people that had Hitler rise to power, not when he was at his dictatorship and he was fucking the worst fucking human being that people can imagine at today's society.
What was he a dictator? Was he a dictator?
He became a dictator, absolutely.
I mean, how would you describe like Nazism and Hitler? Would it be a dictator, or would it be
his
what would you call
depicted the rules and the laws of the people underneath him after they followed him?
Because fascism, communism, socialism, all that shit is completely fucking different. And folks really
society as a whole is flawed, and we will get to that here in a second.
And easily
based off what they believe about. And again, I'm not trying to turn people off. I'm not trying to piss people off. I'm just trying to set a what is it called?
A precedent. So 100% we agree that Hitler was evil, but we are saying that
his rise
all
to
the
power,
Germans,
the people that believed in him and stuff that got him to power,
mm-hmm.
Do you believe they were evil?
All the stuff that got him the power, I believe they were used for evil, but I don't believe it.
No, I don't say what they were used for. I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. You're cornering me, man. You're cornering me. You're cornering me.
I'm not cornering you. I'm just asking for this specific spot in time because there's a point to it. There's a point to it.
So let me say this.
Started running for office and he started doing all this stuff.
Let me say this. The average German citizen at that time was not evil. Hitler was very fucking evil, but the average German citizen and the average German enlisted person in the German army was not evil.
And that's why
Hitler
I want to cut it
was
off.
very.
I don't want to talk.
fucking
I don't want to talk about the outcome. I don't want to talk about the outcome. Okay. What I'm saying is, people follow beliefs. They believe a certain way. They have a certain belief system. There is a country that will follow a certain belief, a certain outcome. Guess what? Americans, as much as y'all like to think, whether you're on the left or right or whatever, I don't give a fuck what side you're on. There are people who believe that American ideology, what made America it is today, is the most evil thing in the world. There are people who think it's the most freeing thing in the world. Guess what? The Second Amendment didn't come from people that just came back from a hunting trip. Okay, that's not where it came from.
You're gonna fucking dip your toes in that shit too. Hell yeah!
But no, I'm just talking about America as a whole, and you think there's not a correlation between Hitler and America and beliefs, and I'm not saying there is a correlation. I'm saying there is a belief system behind people. Okay,
because people want to be fed. They want to be fed. Yeah.
George Washington versus the British and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
The entirety of America, and that America at the time, it was only the 13 colonies and stuff like that. We had not gone across all the United States, but we all had an ideology, what America is, correct?
Well, yeah. Without France, though, that wouldn't have happened. It would not have happened.
This is true.
And France was just fucking with Britain because they didn't like them.
But what I'm saying is, people got behind George Washington, which some people today say he's the most racist motherfucker ever.
Well, of course he was. Of fucking course he was. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, all that. Like of course they were the most racist fucking people in the world.
But was that what the ideology of America was built on?
Man, this is the thing. Is we think and we believe that marketing and packaging thoughts is a new thing.
I'm not talking about marketing. I'm not talking about
Facebook. No. Listen,
I'm talking about the 13 colonies. I'm talking about 13 colonies where America claimed. Hold on, Jimmy.
Okay. But let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought when you're done.
I understand. We're going to get to America and how ideology spreads.
Marketing.
I am saying the 13 colonies that fought the British and with the help of the French and all this stuff, would the 13 colonies be around today? And would we have won that war, it's about civil liberties and religious liberties? Would we have won that war against?
It was about money.
No, it was not.
It was about money.
No, money played a part in it, but the main point of that. Now we're going to talk about the Civil War. We're going to talk about slavery. We're going to talk about all this stuff, and that's going to come.
Oh man, let's just do a war stream. Let's talk about fucking wars.
We will, but I'm talking about understanding about perspective of what we should and pass on our ideals and all that stuff, and that's what I'm trying to get to. But that original war against England and the British and all that stuff, that was about independence. I believe it was about not being able. You tell me what I have to do, and I'm going to tell you, fuck you. I'm going to give you the middle finger. I have guns. I'm going to fucking shoot back at you, and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Well, and we cheated. We cheated. We were like the cheat code masters. We were hiding behind trees and shit. They're all like lined up and fucking. They're all lined up and being noble. We're like fucking.
America had a game, Genie. We were up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. We had 9 lives. We cheated. You don't want to know why? Because that's the America fucking mentality. We're gonna win at whatever cost. Because we believe in what we believe in, right?
We straight up were cheating in Warzone. Yep.
We're not gonna let people dictate what we believe in. Okay.
Well, we're not going to let
other people outside of our society dictate.
Yeah. Like me and you can fight about this shit, but you let some fucking somebody from the UK or from fucking Asia or somebody come up here and try to argue this shit with us, both of us are going to jump
people
down
in the
their
UK is
fucking
like,
ass.
oh, you should take away guns. In my
Yeah.
country, we've taken away our guns. We didn't have mass shooters. Guess what? You also have the population of fucking Arkansas. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, let's
The
not
fact of the matter
bring
is,
Arkansas into
there
this
is
shit.
a certain perspective. Wars are won on ideologies. Societies are formed on ideologies, but those ideologies are not fucking evil, right?
No, the people, the population.
I've
never believed
it can be twisted into evilness.
Oh well, yeah. Do you believe that the population of Iran is evil? Do you believe that they're evil folks?
No, I believe it's the people in charge that dictate what they have to
do. Do you think your average Russian citizen is an evil person? No.
No.
Fuck no. They're just like us. They're just trying to get through their fucking day. It's just people. There's 20 fucking folks that are running this world that.
Shit. Steamfire and Ice is posting stuff. I don't know what the fuck she's posting, but I'm not fucking talking about that shit. I'm too drunk to look up that site. But what I'm saying is, but now in today's society, the reason I brought up Hitler and Germany and all that stuff and the war, it did not start out that way. It did not start out as evil. It did not start out as the axis of evil. It did not start out as Nazis were going to exterminate the Jews. Okay. And people are going to say, well, I associate Trump with Nazism. I associate Biden with Nazism. That doesn't fucking matter. The whole purpose of it's ideology. Ideology can be twisted and made into something that's not. And what I'm saying is, when we talk about today's topic was, we could, but should we? I believe everything is being twisted to money and perspective.
Marketing.
We could resurrect today. In today's society, I believe Jurassic Park could happen. I believe we could resurrect dinosaurs, but here's the problem. I believe the left and the right would both resurrect dinosaurs, and they would come up with different fucking brains for the dinosaurs.
Do you think we could dig Abraham Lincoln up from his grave and resurrect his ass right now?
I believe we could.
Well, and
no, I don't. I believe we could be resurrected. I believe we could clone him, but he wouldn't be the same person because he does not have the perspective and the life choices that he made.
Exactly, he has not lived through the experiences.
And that's why I think Jurassic Park would fucking fail, because Jurassic Park, you could clone, you could have the DNA, but they did not go through the hardship. They would not know to fear outside predators. They would not know, because I don't know whether you believe religious outside and all that stuff. If dinosaurs and Neanderthals and stuff lived at the same time, depending on your religious beliefs and what you believe, Cretaceous and Jurassic and all that
the
stuff.
The world is way fucking older than 6,000 years old. Way.
I understand that, but I'm saying, do I believe in evolution of mankind and, evolution and growing up the brain and stuff like that? I completely do. I believe cavemen existed during the Cretaceous period.
Well, I don't think either one of us believe that we know a tenth of the human history. I don't think either one of us believe that.
I don't think we do, but I'm saying, do you think, like Jurassic Park, the movie, those dinosaurs did not fear man because they did not exist with man? They didn't. They don't have that.
Why
fear.
would they?
They didn't.
Yeah,
they wouldn't.
Yeah,
but we have been taught our whole lives about. I'm telling you, since I was in elementary school. And every time we were in grade school, when we started learning about dinosaurs every fucking year, that was my favorite fucking time of the year because I loved learning about different dinosaurs, and we got a little bit different in each year. We got deeper. Like as elementary in like first grade, you learned about that dinosaurs actually existed, right? Yeah. And you were like, oh shit, what's your favorite kind of dinosaur? Jimmy, what's your favorite dinosaur?
My favorite dinosaur is the Triceratops, and I love the Triceratops just because he was a short little bastard that, even though he didn't have the most fierce teeth or anything, he was not to be fucked with. Like the Triceratops is my favorite.
See, I'm in the same boat as you. Like most people, like, oh, I love the T-Rex or Tyrannosaurus Rex or all that stuff. My favorite, as I was growing up, and that I love to research was the Ankylosaurus.
Mm.
The one with the giant club on his tail.
Yeah,
He had spikes. He protected himself and all that
He
stuff.
was not to be fucked with.
He adapted, and he would fuck a T-Rex up.
Mm-hmm.
He would fuck raptors up because he would hit them in the club with the tail. What I'm saying is, those are my favorite times of the year because, you know, when you were going through science, when you were growing up, you built volcanoes, you did science projects and stuff, but there was that fucking 3-week period where you fucking learned about fucking dinosaurs, and I fucking loved it.
So for you, and so say we could just download information in your brain, and this is another could or should we do this? If I could download,
we have to hurry up, dude. We've already been going for like an hour and 38 minutes. We got to finish by 2 hours.
It's okay. So here's our next situation. If I could download and make you an expert, download into your brain and make you an expert in any topic, should we do that? Because you are very much
talking about Matrix-like stuff, like
like I know kung fu.
I know kung fu.
But you are very much.
What's up, Guani?
You are very much a student of this earth, where we came from, where we're at. I'm very much a student of astronomy. Like I love where we're going, like getting the fuck out of here and how big the universe is. And you're very much, it feels like to me, like you're very much a holder of where we are and where we really are. And I believe I would want to be an expert. Like I would want to know. I would want to know how big the universe is and just exactly what the fuck it is. And I believe that you would very much rather know exactly where the fuck we are right now in this fucking dirt rock that we live on.
I believe you can know the answers to the universe, but if you don't know where we are right now, you don't know where we are on that spectrum. Because you can have all the answers to the universe, but if you don't know where we are, you don't know where to answer the fucking question.
I look up into the night sky, and that's what I wonder about. And I think that you are much more, and believe me, like ancient archaeology and shit like that fascinates me. Like it fascinates me to no end. But what fascinates me more is the understanding of the universe, of this whole big fucking sea that we live in. And so if I could plug into the back of your neck and download any infinite amount of information to you, what would that be?
Again, I don't want the knowledge. I don't want the knowledge. As much as I say I would like to go off in a spaceship from aliens and get all the answers to life, the answers don't matter. The answers don't matter. If I were able to experience the growth of knowledge from people, I would take that, because that's where knowledge really comes from. It's not about having the answers. It's about the experience and the emotion reaction you have to get to that knowledge. It's what makes life what it is.
The answer is 42 because it's as good an answer as any other answer.
Well, I'm about to piss off Mark because the Brontosaurus is not a real fucking dinosaur.
It's not. And it at one point, remember when that was the biggest dinosaur? Everybody's like, oh, the Brontosaurus. That was the Mac Daddy.
Brontosaurus is 4 different dinosaur bones put into one, and it was actually proven by science that it's not a real fucking dinosaur. Now, the Brachiosaurus is a real dinosaur because I paid attention when we studied dinosaurs because I love fucking dinosaurs. Like, I'm telling you right now, next week, I am taking Devin out of summer camp, and me and her, we're going to see Jurassic fucking whatever it is. We're going to go see it in theater because I fucking love dinosaurs.
Oh, hell yeah.
What people understand what dinosaurs are and all that stuff, it's not real, man. It's just what people's perspective of what they added dinosaur bones together. Now, there are certain dinosaurs, they've had the full fucking thing, but the Brontosaurus was never found as an entire fucking skeleton. It's actually multiple dinosaurs put together as one to make a long neck dinosaur.
It's an assumption to fill in the gaps of our knowledge. That's what the Brontosaurus was. Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, Jimmy.
Yeah.
If we could.
If I could download infinite information into your fucking brain.
Should we?
Should we do it?
The question is, I don't fucking know, dude. Because here's the thing: if I was able to understand if I was able to look at today's society,
Yeah.
and I was able to learn everybody's perspective at one
Mr.
time,
Great
and
Shot.
soak
Sorry,
it in.
Mr. Great Shot. Yeah, they were bastards.
I'm sorry. You were taught wrong as a kid. It was disproven by science.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Back on topic. Should I?
If I am able to take all of people's knowledge today and download it into my brain, should I? And here's where I have a crux.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I didn't earn those experiences. I did not go through it. I may understand what people went through. I may have their knowledge of what they went through, but I didn't earn that experience. I did not get to live through that. So therefore, I believe even if I was able to download all that stuff, I believe my perspective would be tainted because I was not able to learn through those experiences.
So let's just limit it to mathematics, because mathematics is kind of the universal truth.
It's constant.
That's the universal truth is mathematics, right? So I'm not talking about dinosaurs. I'm not talking about any existential questions. I'm just talking mathematics. If I could upload an infinite knowledge and understanding of mathematics to your brain, should I do that?
If we are able to do that, I would. Because here's the thing. Mathematics is a constant. It's something that you learn. Like once you learn a formula to something, it's hard to unlearn it. Like, Jimmy, what is pi? Give me the number for pi.
3.14 blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but you were taught that, right? That's implanted into your brain. That's what the numbers are, right?
And that has to do with the radius of a circle. You know,
if I'm able to have all those calculations, all those mathematic things that are constant, not a if, it's not a this is what could be.
No, mathematics is not a could situation. It is.
Regardless of what people in today say, 2 + 2 cannot equal 5. It's 2 + 2 = 4. That is just math. That's numbers.
And no matter what stupid fucking new math, old math system you go by, it's the same fucking shit. It's the truth.
But if you're able to download all mathematical equations into my brain to where I understand them and can move forward with them, I would take that. What I will not take is people. I would love to be able to have people's life experiences and understand it. I would love to. But the question is, could the human brain and all that stuff handle that and understand it? I don't think my brain would be able to, even just one person. Jimmy, if I was able to download your consciousness to my brain, I believe my brain would not be able to encompass that and understand what it is. Mathematics are a constant. If I was able to download all math and have an understanding of all math, like the people that created the algorithms and all that stuff, if I was able to encompass that, I believe my life would be fucking more easy, but I believe it'd be more insane. I would see mathematical equations and everything. Just like, Jimmy, there's a number that probably you see constantly. What is the number you see constantly every day?
Ooh, I don't know, man. What are you talking about?
Like a number I see constantly is 232. That's a number I see in everyday life. I see it I see it in mathematics. It's usually 23. It's usually 23, but I see 232 constantly. But that's because my brain is, for some reason, programmed to see 232.
I don't see 232.
You don't. You probably see a different number. You see a different number. And I ask you this because I want you to go and look for it. And what are numbers you see on a daily basis over and over again? Mine is 232.
So for me, it would be like 167.
167. But here's the thing, Solemn, you say math is not constant. Math equations are always constant because the reason it's equation is because you get the same result each time. You may have different variables, but the equation is always the same. If I was able to see math equations and everything, there's no math equation that changes.
What?
Plus something always equals something. Something minus something always equals something. Something divided by something always equals something. Something multiplied by something always equals something. And then you have like pi and squared and all this stuff. They always equal an actual constant number. There's no changing to that mathematical equation.
Well, it's like when you start getting deep into college and you get into differential equations and shit, you're just like now you're talking about imaginary numbers and shit and philosophy. It like math at a certain point, Travis, believe me or not, that math at a certain point turns into philosophy.
Oh, Solemn, we're going to talk. He says fundamentals of math are actually broken. You should look it up. No, the actual fundamentals of math are not broken. It's people's perspective of math and perception of math is actually broken.
There is a certain level of math that you get into, and I'm telling you.
Now we're talking about advanced math, but there is never a point where 2 + 2 does not equal 4.
Well, yeah, I get that. I get that when you're talking about real numbers and shit. But
you're talking about hypothetical. You're talking about
no, yeah. There is a point of math that becomes philosophy, and it really does. And it is a weird, like when you get to that level of math becomes philosophy. It is all hypothetical, imaginary fucking numbers.
4b equals blank. There's hypotheticals, there is psychology, there's stuff behind that. But the 2 plus the 4 equals never changes. There's the hypotheticals and the outcomes. But physics, there's never a difference.
Physics is just the practice of math. Physics is just the practical application.
We've gotten so far off topic. I'm so sorry, everybody.
No. And all of it breaks down. It really breaks down to philosophy. And that's what we're trying to bring to everybody. Just expand your mind and accept that what you believe is a whole truth may differ from somebody else's whole truth. But you got to learn to accept that shit. You've got to learn to fucking work together, because I will die with my whole truth and it may not at all ever align with your whole truth.
And that's the problem. Your truth, my truth. It's not the truth. It's just what we perceive. It's what we see as the world.
It all comes down to, and I keep saying this, but I promise you folks with all my heart, I've been a victim of it. We've all been a victim of it. It all comes down to marketing. It all comes down to somebody feeding you these thoughts for their own benefit. And that's what a lot of it boils down to. Even at a certain point, mathematics becomes philosophy.
All right, Jimmy. So let's answer the question. Because what if somebody wants to do an after party? You have 10 minutes to set it up.
10 minutes.
We're ending this at 9:10.
This hand is itching so bad to grab that whiskey bottle. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I promised you I wouldn't.
Jimmy, we promised. We got Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I'm out of Mountain Dew. I'm good. I'm good.
So here's the thing. Let's answer the question. If we could, should we? Now, that's where the philosophy comes into play. Because if we could, that's scientific. The question is, should we? Should we advance science past what we should?
Yeah.
Should we do things against nature? Should we do things against mankind because we can? Should we travel at the speed of light? We can.
Faster.
We could.
Speed of light ain't shit. The speed of light ain't shit. Yeah.
But I'm saying, should we? And that's the big question for tonight. Jimmy, if we have the opportunity to do something as mankind, to progress mankind, whether it be implantation, whether it be robotics, whether it be creating AI, whether it be cloning, whether it should be creating dinosaurs all over again.
Yeah.
Do you believe we should, even though we could?
All right. I'm going to answer this, and this is probably not at all the answer people think I'm going to give. No, we shouldn't do any of that shit. We shouldn't. We should take a step back, and we should be humans, and we should know our limitations, and we always try to reach beyond where we should, because that's human nature. We always want to we always want to know everything. We always want to know that we're right. That's human nature. But no, we should not. We should enjoy what we have instead of dreaming about the shit that the truest, the most fucking prophetic comment that ever come out of the MCU. The only difference between magic and science,
is understanding.
Like what they see as science, we would see as magic. We should never break that barrier.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine back in biblical time if they had this? If they saw technology we have today?
Oh yeah, it'd be magic.
Just imagine 50 years ago. Yeah. Imagine having your fucking phone.
Dude,
50 years ago,
that thing
you could see the fucking world on
that
your phone.
thing you're holding in your hands was straight up a tricorder from fucking Star Trek, and it is much more than that was.
So, are you saying we shouldn't?
No, we shouldn't. You should enjoy your life. You should enjoy the existence that you're a part of. No, I think if you break down those barriers to where there's no magic left.
Global warming. Brr.
If you break down those barriers to where there's no magic in this, there's no point in this.
And you know what, Jimmy? This is where we're going to completely.
Hold on. You unplugged your fucking snowball again, brother.
Oh shit! Did I? No, I didn't.
Okay, there. I can hear you now. Yeah,
can you hear me?
You slapped that motherfucker like all the way across your desk, though.
Jimmy, this is where you and me, as opposed to most of the things when drunk philosophers, we completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe we should.
Oh,
I believe technology has a certain advantage and all that stuff, but I said we're going to go into it. We really didn't. But global warming, right?
If I could fix it right now,
would
if
you?
I could just reverse everything right now?
No. I didn't say reverse it. Would you fix it right now?
No.
Because here's the thing, Jimmy. How many ice ages have we had in this world based off science?
So
how many ice ages have we had?
George Carlin said it perfect, right? You like George Carlin?
I do. I love George Carlin.
George Carlin's like the earth will be fucking fine. Like human beings are fucked. Like we legitly are fucked. The earth will be fine. We have lost our way as far as everybody wants to strip away the magic. You got to have that fucking magic in your life. You've got to fucking have it, or there's no point in being here.
I'm going to piss people off right now, Jimmy.
Go ahead.
We've had 4 ice ages in our world.
Yeah.
That science has proven. We've had 4.
Well, and that's
warming,
even since human beings have been around.
Global warming happens. When the ice age happened and the ice caps melted and all stuff, was it humankind with the cars and everything and CO2 that made it happen?
No, I mean we are fucking up the climate, but
it's gonna happen.
The world will be fine. We may fuck ourselves. The world will be fine.
Guess what? There's going to be another ice age on our planet. There's going to be another world flooding. Whether you believe in the Bible and Moses and all that stuff, it didn't flood the whole world.
God,
it was just
man.
the
floods, dude. Like we got to do a whole show on the floods too. Like that is the most mystical and misunderstood thing. But I'm not a Bible thumper.
I'm not either, but I know the Bible. The Bible.
The Bible's just another book, but the floods are the most real thing in that fucking book.
But what I'm saying is all these things that happen in life, all these things we think that we control. Guess what? Your carbon emissions, guess what? When it's in 50 to 100 years from now, if it is 1 degree hotter, it's not going to change the world's fucking climate. So AOC and all that shit, who gives a fuck? If they were really worried about it, they wouldn't have beachfront property.
Who fucked up climate control more than anybody? Was it fucking
It's
dipshit
Gore.
Al Gore? Al Gore
Yep.
with his fucking inconvenient truth. I made
50%
$3
man,
billion.
50% pig.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, people, stop, live your life, okay? Recycle, do what you want to do, but the fact of the matter is, don't fucking hate somebody else because they believe different than what you do. Guess what? I'm not driving a Tesla ever. I'm not driving an electric vehicle ever. Guess what? My fuel usage, my taxpayers pay for you to do that shit. I don't give a fuck about your shit.
You know,
If I can drive a huge fucking truck, if I could afford gas right now because of, politics and stuff, if I could afford gas right now, I would have the hugest Ford Bronco on fucking 50-inch fucking tires that would put so much fucking exhaust in the air. And guess what? It's not going to make a fucking difference because in 100 years from now, the degree is going to change 1 degree. And guess what? Global warming is going to happen. It's called climate change. It's not climate change because of humankind. It's happened. It's called global climate change because the ice age happened, floods happened, all that stuff. People died, people grew, people went extinct, all that stuff. Just shut the fuck up. Just live your life. And guess what? Masturbation is free.
And this is all I want to tell people is if
you got
you
2
could be
minutes, Jimmy, and we're shutting this down.
Okay, so if you could be handed the keys to all the knowledge in the universe, please don't take it. Keep the magic. Keep the questions. Keep. You wouldn't want all the questions of the universe answered to you. It would fucking ruin your existence. Keep the magic. Keep the fucking wonder. Keep the questions. That's what makes us who we are. It's just like our pain. If you only knew pleasure and never knew pain, this would be a boring fucking ride. So I love y'all, but keep the goddamn magic.
Fuck yes. Let's keep the magic. Let's keep rolling. And guess what? Keep having discussions because that is what this show is all about. It's about discussions, and it's also about not shutting down other fucking people for their beliefs. It's understanding other people's perspective, listening, and still being friends and loving one another. And if anybody's doing an after party, I don't know who is. I don't care because guess what? I'm probably, if they do an after party, I'll show up. But I have some Evil Dead to play tonight, and Jimmy has some boys to watch.
Oh yeah, I never got to talk about that. I have Amazon Prime. I didn't know.
We're out of time, Jimmy. We're out of time.
Prime. Yeah,
we're out of time.
So I started binging The Boys today, and turns out best goddamn show I've ever watched in my fucking life. We are hooked on that shit. Love that fucking show.
We love you. Thank you for watching Drunk Philosophers. Thank you for coming to the Enlightenment. And there's going to be more to come. So please stay with us. And this channel right here, Groovy Lava Squirrel Live, make sure you like, share, subscribe, share it out to people. Because, again, my other channel has 6,000 something subscribers. This one, we're at like almost 70. We're starting out new. So people don't know about this channel. Share it out. Make sure your friends and stuff subscribe to this stuff because we're going to put out some good fucking content. This is where all the lives are going to be.
We are not here to yell and scream at each other or anybody else. We are here to hear each other. And that's exactly 100% why there was no cameras or any of that shit when we met up live and had one of these live with each other because we wanted that to be a magical human experience, not a social media marketing experience. All right.
So everybody, we love you. And
I cannot wait to get back to The Boys. Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
As Drunk Philosophers, we love you. My beard looks sweet. Let's catch up with Jimmy.
I can't wait till you get a big ass beard because then we are really going to look like philosophers. We may have to get the whole fucking like Caesar crowns and shit.
Oh no, because my hair is going to be all grown out and like glorious. But everybody, we love you, and we will see you on the next one. Stay tuned, and we will see you on the next one. Have a good night, guys.
Very much.